Stovies in the dining room. What I could do with a bag. I know where there's one of those. I need some fog cards, definitely. I'll get on with that. Look at that later. Okay. We'll get some music soon. I'm going to put some on for myself. I don't need any. There we go. Hey, how's it going, man? Sorry about that. I just saw your message on the thing. Good to hear from you. I'm just going to turn my volume down a bit because it's a little bit loud on this. There we go. I've got Google Ear Pixel Buds things in. Nice. Okay, I'm going to go through here. Just got back from Israel like yesterday, from a holiday. Absolutely exhausted. Beautiful though, really beautiful place, like incredibly nice. I'm just testing out the missions are working so that I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing for the next segment, because things were chaotic before I left. But I should have finished the pathing, and if I have, that means this adventure should work, which is awesome. If I can get onto the third day then. With the third day, then the fourth, etc, etc, you know. There's the music. I'm just going to turn it down at my end. There we are. But yep, I can hear you just fine, so, you know, hello. My microphone seems to be a little bit noisy. I'm going to try and move it away from the computer a bit. I normally use NVIDIA's, you know, correction software, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything at the minute. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, so I'm going to talk to him. Actually, I know he works, so that's cool. I'll talk to him anyway. I'll ask if Nathan's sort of bag. Thanks, Nathan. Be there forever otherwise, seriously, it's just a trap. Yeah, well, we arrived at Tel Aviv on like a week last Thursday, and then I stayed there overnight in the hotel, and then the tour guide picked us up and took us to Tiberias. And then after a few days we were in Jerusalem, where we stayed at the Prima Park, and then after that we went to well, back to Tel Aviv, boarded an aeroplane, ended up stuck in Romania for 2 days, which was really, really horrible, because a flight got delayed. I ended up having to spend a lot of money, but I'm claiming that back, so I'm not too concerned. But Tel Aviv is beautiful. As a modern city, it's just so colourful and pretty. Went to Palestine twice, that was cool. I'm not engaging in political discourse about that, it was just nice. What else? Well, yeah, saw everything. Did the Via Dolorosa at the end, you know, the Stations of the Cross. We had some quite devout travellers with us, so that was nice. They enjoyed themselves immensely. So did I. It was beautiful. Went to the Holocaust Museum. Really enjoyed that. Well, didn't enjoy that. Sorry, wrong term. Found it really informative, but I could only manage half, and then it was like, wow, I've got to just sit down, you know. Bad Yashim is really informative, but it's extremely heavy. There we go. Don't know if you can hear me or not, by the way. Please just say, hey, yes, or whatever, if you can hear me. You should be able to, but I've got no guarantees, because my microphone's a bit weird. I'll have to like tune it in, I think. It's not been used for a week. What surprised me is the lighting I've got in this is like the lighting that I had in Jerusalem. It was crazy good lighting. Beautiful as well, absolutely gorgeous. It went everywhere. House of Caiaphas and the old quarter, and beautiful. Oh, wow. Probably should have got a bag, but never mind. I don't think I've left any in here for myself. So let's add bag to hallway. Thing from down the bottom. Right. You can see Malin. He's going to finish my quest to give me a new one. Okay. Onward to the sluice. Turn on the sluices. Hang on. There. Is that better? Hang on. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Okay. So, lower volume. Okay. Okay, I need to go downstairs. I need to get a bag, so I know I've left myself one downstairs. Just in case. Then after that, I'm going to need to do a couple of the sluices, so I'll probably, now I think about it, no, not this way, I'm probably going to do the other one first. Okay, so I'm going to do the asylum, then I'm going to do the other ones. Now, because I've got these missions on, I should be able to talk to the geologist, so let's go down here. Because there's loads of clues if you ask around, you've just got to ask the right people, you know. There we go. Still not 100% sure about that moss, but we'll get there. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've turned it down for you. Okay, I need to go and get some keys. This is going to take me about, I don't know how long. I mean, I know exactly where I'm going as well, which helps. If you know where everything is, it's way easier. But obviously, that's not the idea, to know where everything is. Sure if there's anything next to my bed or not. There might be. Ah, there it is. I need that as well. So I've got to go into the Orange Book Mine, I've got to go into the temple. Obviously I know where everything is, so I don't need to ask any questions. I really need a flashlight or torch. I need a backpack. Just to make my own job easier. So I'm going to go and grab those now. I'm going to try not to fall over the edge and kill myself, because I think that's kind of important. A little bit worrying, but there you go. I mean, you can literally jump off the edge of the cliff, but it will just kill you, so you don't want to do that. Okay, that is important, that gap there, because someone's going to fall down. I'm aiming for 12 to 20 hours for the first playthrough, not just for this level, for like, you know. So the first 5 levels, 12 to 20 hours, and then same again for the second half, and then bonus material. Okay, so hole on side of stairs near old engine room. Got to remember, I'm kind of making the game really as much for myself as I am for anyone else, although I would like to make money. So I want to make it something that I'd enjoy and something that's got a lot of playability. So I just want to make sure that that's going to happen, you know. I mean, there's going to be a variation of this called, what is it again? Picnic at Pandora's Rock, which is like pretty much a parody of Picnic at Hanging Rock, where you can just explore. I'll make sure there's plenty of fun things in, and you can just literally have a nice little break here and take photos. But that'll be outside the remit of the actual game itself, and that'll be based on the content from day 5, I think. Okay, down here. So I've got to go all the way at the bottom. So if I'm going all the way at the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I'll do the asylum first. Now bear in mind, because I'm using the test version, which doesn't have like proper access for me to the save system, it means that I can't die, because if I die it will fuck up badly. So, although it will point out to me where some serious failings are. That lamp has to go. I'll get rid of all of those. Okay. So that's got to go. Definitely. Right, bag. Let's equip that. And I'm going to hold that. Excellent. Okay, that helps. Right, next. At this point, I'm just avoiding like self-promotion of the game because I want to wait until I've got day 1, 2, and 3 completely done. I'm going to package out day 1 as a demo at that point because the game will be far enough in my opinion. Okay, that needs fixing. See that? It's not done yet. Fix rail ends near the, what is that again? A walkway. That's it, walkway. Okay. I think I built myself a wee ramp. Great, I don't have a wee ramp. This is going to be difficult because I don't think I've got any way of getting up there, but I'll give it a try. Oh, good, I have. Okay. I'll run at it. Yeah, you can like literally fall off the edge and die at this point, so I'm trying not to. Incidentally, I'm in performance mode, so I'm just going to turn that off. There we go. I need the chat on. Otherwise I can't answer any questions because I don't think you're on Twitch. You might be on Facebook or something, but you are not on Twitch. There's a walkway. Needs fixing. Fix rail ends. Walkway has obstruction. Needs a jump. And I think that's just back there. Let's see where it is exactly. There it is. See that? Looks like it's like the third or second. 1, 2, 3, 4th. Okay. I don't think we're going to see one-click game creation yet, not certainly for a very long time, although we may see it in the future. But what we are seeing is a lot of AI-assisted stuff. I mean, don't think for a second that I haven't got on board that. I use AI-assisted stuff all the time, but what I'm using AI like a personal assistant. It's doing a lot of the calculating of stuff for me that either I don't have time to do or I feel that it can do better, like character bios, stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot more of AI in the very near future. I do believe that. Right. Crouch. Stand up. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to see one click, not for about maybe 5, 6 years. And even then it's going to be fairly basic. You are going to need some sort of intervention. After that though, I'm not so sure. I would be really reluctant to, you know, look at that, that's a game breaker, see that? Oh, it's aggravating. I want to see if I can force my way up there though, if I need to. That way I don't have to restart the entire fucking thing, you know. Okay, I got on it. Second walkway needs ramp. What I'm trying to do really is make a kind of an old-fashioned point-and-click adventure game in the third person. And I don't know if boat too low. Right. I don't know if it's going to be able to capture the foibles. I think it'll be able to do FPSs and stuff fairly well. I think it'll be able to do shit like that without a problem. But I'm not so sure about more complicated ideas and plans. God, I hope I left a car here. No cable car. Okay, the other one's done. Okay. Well. Stop. Okay, time to fix these. So let's get Trello out. Okay, fix. And fix. Leave a bag in the hall. Fix. Music volume. I would do, but I use manual source control, which is easier now. I've got Git anyway, but I use manual control because I'm a single person team. If I was using a multi-person team, I would just stop getting fucked up all the time. But with a single person, what I'm using an array of drives, external drives, internal drives, cloud storage, and occasional Git. Git's not so great with large files, but it can manage the smaller ones pretty well. So, whole on fix. Hole on side of stairs on rock. Fix. Remove lamp near mine. Fix. Grill ends near walkway. Fix. Walkway obstruction, 4th block. Fix. Second walkway needs ramp. Fix. Boat too low. Fix. No cable car. Okay. These are going to be fixed. Now I need to find my it is. Okay, look at one of these. These are all on the website, 3D Palace, by the way, so if you want to check those out, please feel free. I have a if you go here, go Trello. Okay, so here it is there, and you can see there's my board with everything that I'm doing at the minute on it. So if you click on that, it'll just take you straight in. Okay, so next. Hello to my 3 viewers, by the way. I hope you're doing well. So I need to start looking at fixing this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop this over the top of my Streamlabs. And I think it's Control Alt G, is it? I don't know, something like that. I'll find it. Okay, so first thing on my list is stovies in the dining hall. Do I have stovies yet? That is a question. I'm going to have to look it up. So it might be an out-of-date stovies file. recipe. I'm just going to remove the Stobie's reference completely for the minute. I don't think I need it. So I'm going to load the lighthouse. Good man. Yeah, I've started loading up some of my tutorials back onto 3D Palace again. They're linking into YouTube because seriously that's the easiest way of doing it. But please feel free to go and use them. That's what they're for. Okay, so I need to be here. Okay, there should be a volume in here that I want to remove. Where are you? There it is. Okay. So much smoother now. Honestly, it's just insane. Okay. It's just the door. Something is doing a search for a player. Is it this? This is object dialog. Browse to it. How's interaction 2? We'll soon find out. Okay, dialog graph. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, save. Always save after everything. Okay, so if I go to cello, got to do this one at a time. Be a lot easier if I had cello on another flipping thing here, so I'm going to sort that out soon. Okay, got task blocked urgent. Done. Okay, so fixed. Save. Okay, next. Lower the music volume. Okay, so when the music works, if nothing else, I think I'm going to have to find where the heck the music's gone and why it's not working. Just replace the entire lot. What's this? Audio area. Okay. So what I need to find is all the audio areas. I'm missing a thing here, which is aggravating. Where's my list of shit? Window. Outliner 1. There it is. Okay. Okay, all my audio is not working, which is pissing me off, so I'm just going to delete it all. To do that, I'm going to have to load the flip out of everything, which is going to be crucifying the system, probably. Okay. Brace yourself, this will take a few. What's happening? Okay, we're starting to get there, it's still loading. There we go. Okay. As you can see, with everything loaded, pretty bloody heavy. Audio area C, audio manager. You're both gone. Okay, that's removed. Now I can unload selected region. This will vanish. Now I've only got the house loaded. Just there. Unload. Okay, now I need to load it again. So I'm just going to save. If you're working with streaming systems like I am, using the World Partition Manager, always hide your work when you're done with it and then save. That way it won't have so much work to do when it loads your scene, because it has an awful lot to do otherwise. Okay, I'm going to go into here. And I need a backpack or something, so I think there. So I don't want that. I want to find some blueprints. Items, world items, bag, pack. There we go, lovely. Save. Okay, so now that's on the chair. I can get that whenever I go into the lighthouse. It saves me having to walk a long way, unless I want the torch, in which case, tough shit. Okay, let's unload this. All gone. Next. Anything I load in at the minute won't be contained by the streams until later on. Okay, next. We have, let's look at my cello list. Okay, this is done. Hole on side of stairs in rock. So go up here. Here's the stairs down. One of there. Some more stairs down, etc., etc. Okay, let's load all of them. So there. There we go. Okay, unlit to lit. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. See, there. Now that is dangerous because someone will fall in there and they won't die. They'll just float around and have to quit their game. And that is my idea of a nightmare. I don't know about you. So let's put some rocks in there. I'm going to be aware of this as well. So we've got content, rock, static mesh. Let's see what we've got. I've got a lot of rocks, by the way, just in case you're wondering. An awful lot of rocks. Some of them are awesome, and some of them are really awesome. This one was hand designed. It was one of the first. I reviewed the guy's models actually when I had the website You Can Blue, because he'd done such a spectacularly good job on these. Now I'm gonna take the second one down like that. I'm gonna bring it back so it doesn't look quite as duped. Duplication's fine and all, but you want it within reason. You don't want it overdone. There we go. And I'm not concerned about all this because I'm going to paint in just a minute as well. See that hole there? Now you can't get in it. See that hole there? That's fine. Okay, I don't mind if we've got a hole. People won't be able to fit in it probably. To be on the safe side though. Let's have this. Oh, that's too big. That's okay. I'll just make it smaller. Okay, and just slide it in there. work for me. Turn it. Yeah, this guy is like really into his geology, and I loved his work, so I bought a load of his rocks. Which sounds boring as shit, but trust me, you need a lot of rocks to make a lot of good game stuff. Right, now there. Okay, so we've got edges, all that good stuff. So now we need to make use of foliage. Okay, so get this all loaded up. And I am going to select, let me see, been a little while, I need to make sure I select the right ones. This all the way to this, and then this all the way to this. There we go. Now I don't want the brush that big, so I'm going to make it 64. Then I should be able to paint in real time, more or less. Makes a big difference, as you can see. What I'm doing is just drawing around here, and at the same time just getting it to look like that's what it should be like. See? Trying to avoid any overfills. Overfill's going to make it look terrible. I just want to make sure that it looks like it should. Go in here as well. There we go. You see? That's it. Beautiful. So now we've got this nice rock here. You're less likely to fall through it. Job done. Okay, let's come out of foliage mode and save. Okay, let's go to our cello. Yeah, they have. I've done the same. If you look at this step, for example, obviously that's been used a lot, but things like, well, you won't see it here, but the island is actually made out of a load of duplicates of a nanite mesh. I know a few of the guys from Bethesda. I've listened to like their shit, and you know, yeah, limited. I mean, the game at the minute as it stands in release is 15 gig, and it's only that small, and I say small in inverted commas, because I've used a lot of duplication, and that came originally from 3ds Max, because back in early 3ds Max, we're talking version 3, version 3.5, so on and so on, it was a lot easier to use one texture for memory conservation and then adjust that texture in the material editor over and over and over and over again. And it was also, once we got instancing tools, it was a lot easier to use instancing tools, so it made an awful lot of sense doing that. Okay, that's fixed. Remove the lamp near the mine, so let's go down to there. Stars and stripes forever, excellent. Okay, so I need to go into lit, unlit. The mine's down here. Everything's relatively easy to find as long as you know where the holes are. So I know, for example, that this hole here is part of the mine system. So what I can do is just enable it. But yeah, this is the important thing, you know, you find one good thing, you can scale it, you can do whatever the hell you want with it, it's always going to work, and that's what makes it so useful. Okay, you are gone. Unload. Okay, let's go to my document. Remove lamp near mine is done. If you want to see what I'm doing, I'll just put it there, in fact. Rail ends near walkway, so I might have to just block that for the minute, because that's actually quite a large job. So that's over here. Okay, and I'm just going to go over here and load region. You'll see it in a second. Okay, probably need to load a bit more because there's loads of stuff missing here, so load region from selection. There, now I can see it properly. Okay, so this is the part here, in case you can't tell, that is extremely problematic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to use the stuff I've been using billions of times already. So you're talking about reusing material here. If I go into my assets, I've actually got a load of stuff I got free, and I use it all the time. The Seaside pack, and inside that, if I'm just going to select my static mesh, I've got these pier bases here. You see these? These are literally a godsend. So turn it round. It means that basically I don't have to construct it. I've already got it. There we go. Put that over there like that, and like that, so it fits in. Okay, that's fine. Now over here, where these are, I can select my blueprint. Wait very patiently. Hope it doesn't crash as well, that's really important. Crashing's bad, we don't like crashing. Right. Okay, at this point, because it's really jerking, I'm going to save. Like I say though, you are completely correct about the Skyrim thing. Yeah, that makes a world of difference, being able to reuse over and over again. I pretty much remember when this started happening and people were using the system, and oh my goodness me, it's a game changer. Right, I'm just going to get the exact length that I need. You know, I don't even want the rails out of there if I can help it, but I might. We'll see. Yeah, bugger it, I'm going to move them back in. There's a cave there, and I don't really want the rails on the outside of it. Just want to see if I can get those in. Delete that. Probably a really bad idea, but let's have a look. Yeah, that was a really bad idea. Okay, so unfortunate. Okay, let's bring it back out again. Looks like we're going to have to make a little gantry for it. Now this isn't very long, so what I'll do is I'll duplicate it twice, and I'll also make an underneath one. So Control V, sorry, Control CV. I'll make it scale on this one -1. Okay, so why have I done that? So that I've got one under here. I only want it on one axis then. There we go, so now it's solid. Then I'm going to take this and make it stepped, simply because I can. Okay, so move that over to there and that over to there. So it's basically going to fit inside this now. Okay, makes things a little bit easier. Okay, now this could actually end up, you know, killing two birds with one stone, which is what I'm hoping. So what I'm going to do is, you see there, you can now jump across, which is a big help. And yes, the island changes on a day by day. No, that's okay. If they're lagging by that long, you know, what you could do is you can either jump on Discord, jump into Twitch, whatever you want. It's a really weird lag that this thing has, so don't worry, I fully understand. Okay, I'm going to get crate. Okay, that works well. Slight slope on it. There we go. Nice. Okay, I need to do a little bit of light painting here, so lit. It's not very bright down here, and I need some stairs, so I'm pretty sure I do have some. Yeah, there they are. Too big. I want the simple ones. There, that's much better. Rather like modding, you see. Game building is similar in many ways. Very, very similar, in fact. There we go. Okay, good, that resolves that issue. Okay, so now I will go to my project outline. Rail ends, done. Second walkway needed, ramp, it's gone. Walkway obstructed, fourth block. Oh no, it's not done, hang on. Oh, stairs of rock, second walkway, still needs a ramp. Okay. Okay then. Save. Next. Go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to load some more bits in about here. It should load over here. Got the wrong bit. Tut. So where are they? Oh, they're over here. Okay. Okay, so unlit. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. You see that space there is not large enough. Now, there are things we can do here. Turn off angle snap for a start. Right, now let's have a look at the other bits. I'll get you, but to be perfectly honest with you, I used to do that, and now I follow a slightly different methodology in that I get it working, and then I clean it afterwards and optimize. That's what I've been doing with removing the certain lights. They seemed like such a good idea in the past, and they made it like work really nicely, I thought. But then after a while, I realised that I was shooting myself in the foot over and over and over again, which isn't ideal. And so it makes a lot more sense to go back over your work again and again and reiterate. I mean, everyone thinks, oh, I can do it perfectly first time, but we can't. In all honesty, I mean, it sounds like a great way of doing things, but it's just so hard. Okay, let's load this region. Okay, so I know that I can go through here. This bit here is actually a little bit too low. It looks cool, but that gap there is no good, so what I'm going to do instead is that, and that way the player will still be able to get across, but they won't be forced to basically have to navigate a tricky jump, because we don't want them to die. Frustration tolerance is always a massive issue in video games. How many times have you played a video game and just gone, nope, not playing this anymore? F that, as they say. Right, here again, see that? So we don't have anything to get up here with. So this is a job for a rock. Now that's sandstone, that doesn't fit. So let's see what we've got. That's quite nice if I just reduce it to about 0.2 like that. And it means I'm still using these rocks from the first game I made in Unreal Engine 4. I mean, there are solid principles on design, you're right. But when you get to the point like me where what you're doing is like really just, well, it's hard to explain really, but you know, what I'm doing a lot of the time is kind of coming up with new methodologies that work for me, because not many people try and construct something like this on their own. And I'm not saying that in a boastful way, I'm saying that in a kind of a factual way, that it's hard and you have to come up with new methodologies all the time. Fortunately, I approach this like an artist, and I've always liked biting off more than I can chew, is the British phrase that we use. And you know, it's been hard, but as I come up with new methodologies and implement them, it works, and that's all that matters to me now. Okay, so foliage mode, lit. Everything's already primed and ready to go on here, which is a help. So let's just draw around it first. Excellent, and then draw on top of them. There, okay, and then I'm going to draw down here, just down the middle, make it look prettier. And over here, definitely down here. Do I have my ivy loaded? I hope I do. Interesting, the ivy's not loaded over here. Now that I find fascinating, so let me go and find my ivy. It's because I'm in a separate area and it's got a separate foliage system applied to it, you see. So, don't make ivy, foliage types. Right. There it is. So I've got all these set up hopefully correctly. They should just go straight in. Yeah, they do. Excellent. Okay, that means I can paint on here as well. Oh dear, look at that. I've had that issue before and I'm not sure what causes it, so I'm going to undo. Fine, good. Okay, let's just select all of these again and delete them off this foliage model, because I think basically it's just screwing the foliage model and I don't want to do that. It's fine as it is for the minute, so I'll just leave it. Down here where these bits are that would normally be covered by ivy, I'll come in with some ivy for them soon. I think here to here, there we go. So just like that and down like that. Pop. Okay, just to hide these marks. Yeah, well, combat isn't a heavy feature in my game because I'm 51, you know, I'm 52 this year. And I like games that I can play that I can just relax in. Also, I've got quite bad, you know, not really bad, but I've got bad enough dyslexia. And I've also got some motion problems, which are to do with, you know, complexities. But, so I want a game that I can play. I mean, I am classed as, like, quite seriously differently abled, they call it. So I want to be able to play it. I'm actually eligible for an Epic Mega Grant because of the disability, so I'm tempted to put in for it to use it for the marketing costs, because I think that could make a big difference. So I'm going to see. I'm going to see. Okay, that looks fine. Go out of selection mode. Okay, let's have a look at this, and that is the second walkway's ramp fixed. Walkway obstructed, fourth block to fifth is fixed. Boat too low in water, yes it is. Okay, so where is the boat? Well, it's probably somewhere around here. Let's load. Ah! I forgot I was wearing ear things. Good at this. Hey Google, volume up. Hey Google, volume up. Better. Right, there it is. See that? Far too low. Okay, that will do. Save. Next, I've got another piece that I need to do in here anyway, so that works out. So do that. Boat too low in water is fixed. No cable car. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, I think it would be. To be honest, I've been putting off for a while, but I don't think I should put it off any longer, because to be perfectly honest with you, okay, I've got severe ADHD, I've got mild cerebral palsy, I've got dyslexia, I've got all these other things, and you know, I need any help I can get. I want to be a good game developer, and if it's going to make a difference, so much the better. Right, let's have a look here. I mean, I know I don't often talk about these things, but my wife says I should talk about this stuff more, really, and stop like just hiding from it, just accept it, as it were. And I think she's right. Okay, there we go. These will work. I want to make sure they're not using speed ramp that's too fast. So look at this. Okay. So look, because if this is too fast, this is going to go. Yeah, that's far too fast. Okay, let's go to where that was. Let's see, speed 1.2. There, that's more like it. I'll use this. That way it's pretty, and it's not going to go insane. Okay, so that is all the fixes. I can unload that now. Okay. And fix no cable car. Okay, activity. So first run identified, fixes needed, completed, second run about to start. Okay. I might need to go to the toilet at the moment as well, but that's okay because I've got to press play, so that'll give me time. Blah 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 blah. E. Right, off we go. There won't be any music playing now in the game, so I've just removed it all for the time being. I need to kind of almost speed run this section, but it'll give me a chance to check all the bugs I've done. There's a handy dandy can of beans just lying there on the floor, because I just find it funny. Beans may or may not be historically accurate to the time. Okay, so I know the captain's conversation is correct. Bag's not right. LH bag not equipable. Okay, so that's a bug. Doesn't matter. It's not one. Okay, let's get on with it. I need to go all the way down, get the bag, come back, get the keys, set up, go to the thing. Speed up on some parts. I know I don't need to talk to the geologist now because I know his conversation works in the context, so this is more the speed through. Okay, should get down here and we'll see there's the new rocks covering the hole. Brilliant. Okay, let's go over here and through here. Okay. Remember, there's two places this bag could possibly be when you're given the clues by Jack. If you go at the second location, there will be someone there and some other clues, so it's not like a complete dead end. Okay, let's go down. This was first person, then I swapped over to third person. In third person, the controls are horrible because of all the narrow staircases and things. It's great for video games with shooting and stuff, but it's not ideal for this kind of adventure, and the first person is way more atmospheric anyway. The first 2 days are relatively harm-free if you don't fall off anything, so you know. Okay. Off we go again. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be a 70s kid, unfortunately, and in the 1970s, if you had something wrong with you, it was like, well, tough shit, buddy. You're just going to be ill forever. They didn't care. It was a horrible time to be born in the 1970s. If your folks are born in the 70s and they tell you it was great, they are liars. Unless they were massively rich and didn't live in the north of England, in which case, yeah, maybe it was okay. I don't know. There it is. Okay. He used to be very fit, this guy, doesn't he? Game was originally going to be fully voiced. I've got some of the voices, including Malin's. Malin's voice is beautiful, but it just makes no sense to use it now. I'd have to get everyone voiced, and as a process that's hideously expensive, and it limits my dialogue completely. I mean, the scope of Malin's dialogue from 4 years ago when this was first conceived, or 3 years ago, was completely different. Hey, Captain. I've got lots of access to things, don't need them though. Now I need to go and get a key. I'll need that for the Orange Book Mine. I need to get another key from upstairs near the violin case. Oops, shit. There we go. These haven't loaded in their textures fully because I'm going so quickly here. So streaming's not having a chance to work properly. There we go. I was going to add highlights, but I never got highlights in my adventure games in the 80s and early 90s, so you're not getting any. You have to find them the hard way like I had to in the Monkey Island games and all the other shit. It's much more fun. You feel better when you find it, trust me. Right, so I am going to go over here because there's two on the other side that I need to open, Orange Book and Temple, and I also need to open one down here for a sluice. A sluice, yes, a sluice. bit stuck there for a minute, which can happen here. Possibly I might need to add a light at the end. There we go. Doesn't help that I've got no energy for running left. I'm going to have to refill it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but again, I mean, while tempting, to be honest, one of the things that I'm considered is, obviously there's a lot of people who stream video games, and they love reading the dialogue in silly voices, you know, they love it, they're like, oh, and they make it up, and they personify the characters, and they really get into it. And so at first I was like, well, I'll either use Resemble, or I'll use something similar to that, because I've got a full license for Resemble anyway. But when it came down to it, I was like, well, I don't think it's a good idea, because I want streamers to have a bit of a laugh with it, and if streamers are enjoying it, then, you know, other people will hopefully watch the stream and go, oh, I fancy having a go at that, you know? I mean, I know streams are, in a way, kind of a way of not having the game as well, but people are either going to buy it or they're not. Cool. Okay, let's go to the cable car, which should now be working, incidentally. Let's hope, eh? I've set it at double, so this way there's no danger of us getting stuck. Because that's really infuriating if you get stuck. Because until day 3 there's no way for you to get back. I'm listening to Au revoir Simone's A Violent Yet Flammable World on my earbuds. Very enjoyable. Those girls have a ridiculous amount of talent. Or ladies, sorry, ladies. And let's see if I de-obstructed this. I did, look at that. Smooth as the proverbial butter. Now do I need to crouch when I go through here, I wonder? It looks a lot more precarious than it is. Ship. Yep, sea's nice and calm, good. Again, first 2 days, sea, calm, day, pleasant. Yeah, there we go, didn't have to duck once. Now I can go through here. Here's my new stones that I can step up. Oh, thank heavens. This used to talk, doesn't anymore. No great loss. I like the idea that it looked a bit like a hemulim. Cool, okay. Oh wow, I forgot that's still there. Surreal. It's actually under the surface of the water now. That's left over from the second beta. Well, alpha. It's been going a long time. Island looks great in the profile over that. Meanwhile, here comes the asylum. Halfway. I think asylum proxy needs to be built. That's definitely something that needs to be built. This is all loading in, by the way, which is why it's popping at the minute. Don't be concerned about that. Again, we're in simulation mode rather than play mode. Beep. I think I left something behind this door just as a visual thing. Yeah, I did. There he is. Okay, back on. Okay, back we go. Hey, no worries, man. Take it easy.